Okay, on this page we're going to be looking at the reading bar graphs, thousands of dollars in bank per year. Answer the following questions based on the bar graph, which is just like what we did for the fish, the bar graph. We have an x-axis and a y-axis. The x-axis tells us the year, and the y tells us the money in the bank in thousands. So each number is in thousands. The 5, for instance, would be $5,000, not $5. Okay, so let's look at the questions. How much money in dollars were in the bank in 2002 and 2000 in total? Total tells us that we're going to add. 2002, there were $6,000. And in 2000, there were 4,000. So 6,000 plus 4,000 is $10,000. How much more money in more dollars were in the bank, or how much money in more dollars were in the bank in 1999 than in 1998? So we're finding how much more, so which means we are subtracting to find the difference between the 2 years and the two amounts. So in 1999 there were $8,000, and in 1998 there was $1,000. That's a difference of $7,000. How much money in dollars were in the bank in 2003, 2001, and 2004? We need to add those three up. How much money in dollars? So it's a total again. We are adding. 5,000 was in 2003. 2001 was 7,000, and 2004 was 3,000. If we add those three amounts together, we get a total of $15,000. In 1996, twice the number of dollars were in the bank than from 1998 to 2004. How many thousands of dollars were in the bank in 1996? 1996, of course, is not on our graph. So we have to use the information that it's giving us to know how much was in the bank in 1996. To do that, from 1998 to 2004, you would add all these amounts. 1,000 plus 8,000 plus 4,000 plus 7,000. Add all these amounts up, and that would be 34,000. Okay, so twice in 1996, twice the number of dollars. So we would take 34,000 and multiply that by 2, because twice the number means we are doubling or multiplying by 2, and that gives us $68,000 in 1996. Were more dollars in the bank in 1998 or in 2001? We simply are comparing the 2 years of 98 to 2001, and there was more money in 2001. There was 7,000. 98 there was 1,000. So 2001 there was more money. Okay, on the back side we have reading pie graphs. Okay, so we have a pie graph here, and the first graph is time spent on homework. And we have all the different subjects, and if you add up each percentage, that adds up to 100% of time spent on homework. Which topic did she spend the least time on? We are simply finding the smallest percentage or smallest number, which is health. Which topic took the most time, which is just the largest number, which would be in the largest piece of the pie here, which is biology. What percentage of time did she spend doing physics and Spanish? So we're adding two together, physics 21%, Spanish 12%, that's 33%. So what percentage of time? 33% of her time. The next one says, what percentage of time did she spend on biology? We simply need to find biology and look at what percent, and that would be 29% of her time was on biology. Which two topics account for half of the time she spent on homework? So at least 50%. That would be the two that got the most amount of time, physics and biology. 21 plus 29 gives us 50%, which is half. So which two topics? That would be physics and biology. Okay, the next graph is favorite football team. It says a sports radio station asked local listeners for their favorite football team. Answer the questions based on the pie graph below. What percentage of people chose the Vikings or the Bears? So we have two teams that we need to add together to find what percentage of people chose one of those two teams. So the Vikings was 11% and the Bears was 24%. So 35% of the people chose either the Vikings or the Bears. Which football team is the most popular? That would be the one with the most percentage of votes. That would be the Bengals. Which two teams account for half of the picks? So half, and if you look at your graph, we have two sections here that make up this whole bottom half, and that would be the Bears and Bengals. Those are the two with the highest two percentages, so half would be 50%. 24 plus 26 does equal 50. So Bears and Bengals. Which team was the least popular among listeners? Among the people who voted, remember the listeners were the ones that voted. The least popular was the one with the least percent, and that would be the Vikings. What percentage of listeners picked the Jets? We simply find the Jets on our graph and list the percentage, which was 13%.